What's going on, people? Welcome to Mad About Football. My name is Bass, and as always, joining me is Kamal. What are you doing?
What's going on?
I hope everyone is doing good and keeping safe, especially in these COVID times.
Of course, everyone wearing your masks,
Sanitize those hands, shaking with the elbow. Just don't sneeze into your elbow and then shake someone's elbow. That's pretty fucking disgusting.
Okay, so, yeah.
We're here to talk about, give a little review on our predictions of game week 14 of the Premier League. I guess we'll just go right into it. There's been a lot of goals, a lot of action this game week.
Well, most of the goals come from only 2 games as well. You get what I mean?
Oh, there was the Chelsea game. 3-0.
Yeah, but so was the Aston Villa game 3-0.
That's true. But there still was big high-scoring games.
All right.
We'll
go to the first game.
My boys, Liverpool, played Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. And Liverpool won 7-0. Our predictions, you predicted a 3-1 Liverpool win. I predicted a 2-0 Liverpool win. Man, this game was hectic. Everything worked out perfect. It's like all of our shots went in. We could have scored probably 7 more in this game.
And Salah came off the bench and he scored 2 as well.
Yeah, I know. Firmino scored 2 as well. Stop talking about my Brazilian striker, please. He's been scoring goals. Unlike
he's still a lesbian to me, man.
Unlike Martial, the French faggot.
Hey, Martial assisted 2 goals, bro. Shush, man.
He should have scored a hat-trick. Okay?
He should have scored a hat-trick.
He should have scored a hat-trick. He's lucky he got them 2 assists.
Nah.
I'm very happy for Minamino. I think this is his first goal for the club.
It is.
So I'm very happy for him scoring his first goal in the Premier League. I hope he continues to improve because he's been quite fraudulent as of late, and he hasn't really filled me with a lot of confidence. Whenever
why did he get picked over Salah?
I think maybe Salah needed the rest.
You reckon?
I reckon, yeah.
Okay.
Because Salah's our best player. We don't want to continue risking him, every week.
Wow.
But I heard that Salah is going to get offered a new contract soon.
I heard he was going to get dumped in the summer.
No, he's not going to get dumped.
I've heard. Yeah, I have a photo of what his manager said.
His agent.
His agent, yes. He goes, Salah and his situation with Liverpool, he's upset. Salah's not happy in Liverpool. One of the things that made Salah very upset was that he was not the captain against Maitland. Whatever, Maitland? Michelin. All right. I feel there's a little bit of drama with your top 3 at the moment, to be honest. With Mane, the way he reacted with being subbed off as well.
Well, I've got here, if you can read that. No, you can't read that.
Nah.
Okay, so it says that according to Neil Jones.
Who's Neil Jones?
From some newspaper. Mohamed Salah will be offered an improved contract. The club want him to stay. I'm so glad that the club realised how important he is to us. Let's hope the new contract can be signed soon.
I don't know.
So I heard he made. Apparently, he's been offered something like $250K a week.
Not bad, big money.
Yeah, so we want him to stay. We know how important he is to Liverpool at the moment, and honestly, there's no other team that I can see that he will go to. Real Madrid are in big crisis. Barcelona is in a big crisis. Barcelona still owes money for the Coutinho deal.
Yeah, but they want to get rid of him. I heard they could go as low as 45 mil. That's what I've been hearing.
Well, that's whatever. I was happy
But that 45 mil, they got to pay 18 to Liverpool,
yeah, exactly.
right?
Exactly.
But I also heard Salah did make comments about Real Madrid and Barcelona being the biggest clubs in the world. Doesn't matter what kind of crisis those two clubs are in.
Yeah, but
People
I know,
go to them no matter what.
I know Salah is not going to go anywhere for the next 18 months minimum because of their crisis. They can't afford him. I mean, Liverpool's not going to settle for anything less than 180 million. If Coutinho went to
180 million.
Listen, if Coutinho went
180 million.
If Coutinho went to Barcelona for 150.
Brother, 180 million.
I know, but if
you were chatting shit about Harry Kane being 200, and now you're saying, no way.
In this day and age, in this day's market, Salah is worth minimum 150. If Coutinho was 150 3 years ago, Salah is more than 150.
No, I don't believe you, bro. You're chatting, bro. You're chapping, bro. You're capping. All right, but what did you think about the game? We're talking too much about transfers?
Oh, mate, I loved it. I did not expect a 7-0 scoreline.
Oh, no, I didn't think so either. I didn't expect Naby Keita to play a full game either.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was still injured.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, I thought played well. The whole team even the defense, dude.
You did nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong at all.
Everything was perfect. Everything was perfect.
Crystal Palace were just shambles, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even Crystal Palace shit. It's just you played too good.
We did. Right? We dominated.
I think which is a massive improvement for you is that Firmino has stepped up big time with Jota being injured.
Huge. It's been
right.
Firmino stepped up. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess not much to talk about. I mean, the scoreline says it all.
Yeah, no, there's not really. Yeah.
What can we say? We had double the possessions. Quadruple
passes, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we were all over them.
Oh, 100%.
All right, let's move on. Move on to the Southampton and Manchester City game. This was an interesting one. Southampton has been doing very, very well as of late, but now coming up against former champions Manchester City. And City won with a Raheem Sterling goal.
In the 16th minute.
1-0. 1-0. I thought Manchester City...
See, in my opinion...
They're a very weird team for me because you'd want to see them dominate because you're used to them seeing dominate possession and dominate shots and everything. But in this game, did Southampton get them a good game?
It was, to be honest, I thought it was even. It was a mostly even game, right? It was, to be honest, it was mostly even. Kevin De Bruyne hitting his 100th assist or 50th assist?
I think it was 100th assist.
100th assist?
Yeah.
Right. I thought it was a both even game. Even passes, pass accuracy, possession. It was a really good even game. It's really good to see how far Everton come. Southampton have come. Southampton have come in like the 18 months.
Oh yeah,
right?
Especially under this new manager Hassan Hutel, who's been there for 2 years now. I think this is second season.
Well, they were close to being relegated last season, right? They got pumped by Leicester 9-0, and then all of a sudden, it was just like a wake up call.
Yeah,
right?
after that 9-0 thrashing from Leicester. They have just been going from strength to strength, and now this season, after 14 game weeks, we see Southampton in the top 7.
And they're only 2 points away from top 4. 2 points.
2 points. Oh, yeah. Well, another win, and if Leicester lose, Southampton goes second.
Well, don't. If Leicester lose, then United jump second.
That's true too, but United also have a game in hand, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, but also United play Leicester this weekend.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about them when it comes.
Yes. All right, sweet.
I have some interesting questions to ask you about United anyway.
Yes. All right. Let's move on to the next one.
I just want to say our predictions. You predicted a 2-2 draw for the Southampton versus Man City game, and I predicted a 3-2 Man City win. So I get 0.5.
That's not bad. We'll move on to my second favourite game of the week: Everton Arsenal. Arsenal.
You got the full point for that one because you predicted a 2-1 scoreline for Everton. I still thought Everton was going to win. I thought Everton was actually going to thrash Arsenal. But I got half a point for that. I thought they were going to beat them 3-0. But they beat them 2-1.
Well, Everton have been in some very, very good form the past 3 games.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they've bounced back up to the top 4. Right, so they're back in that top 4 position.
Yeah.
I thought it was an even game. Maybe Arsenal was surprisingly the better team. They had a very good second half. Aubameyang is out injured for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Which will be a very, very big loss for them.
Oh, we'll see. It could be a blessing in disguise when they will start someone who's very young and very quick.
Well, they played
Manchester.
They played Manchester City this morning in the EFL Cup. They got pumped.
4-1.
Absolutely pumped. 4-1.
Yeah.
Right? But one of the bright sides is Gabriel Martinelli started.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? He started and he was a very, very... he was a very, very what's the saying? A sight for sore eyes.
I see.
Right? Because he was absolutely just giving it everything. You could see that he was playing for Arteta, and I think if he had Aubameyang in front of him, it would have been a whole different thing. You get what I mean?
I see.
Like, Aubameyang was missing a player like Martinelli. But now Lacazette scored, which is good for Lacazette. But, you're starting an EFL game you're starting an EFL Cup game when in this game, he went with like a different formation. Like
he did.
William on the left.
He reverted back to to his 3 at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I feel like it made Arsenal more solid at the back, but Everton's quality, just shone through.
I will say the first goal. Remember when I said, was it last week, that watch Iwobi score?
Oh yeah.
Iwobi killed it.
He didn't score though, but he did. Yeah,
he assisted the own goal, but for the if you want to know how bad Arsenal are at the moment, watch the first goal.
Yeah.
Because Iwobi has all the time in the world, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's sitting outside the box. No one is blocking him. No one is marking him. Calvert-Lewin has been doing what that happened the whole season, where they cross it in, he'll run sneaky in, and he'll hit it.
Yeah.
Right? Lucky they got a penalty. Nicolas Pepe scored, but again, what we've been saying, he's not been good enough. Right? Yeah. He's not been good enough. He's not good enough. And then again, it's like Arsenal just don't care. They shut off Yaremina, one of their biggest players on the field. Yeah. No one marking him. No,
Pepe was marking him.
Yeah, but when he hit the header, he was completely free.
Yeah.
Right? Everton, very good ever since they went, I say every week, ever since they went 4 in the back, they've been looking more solid.
Solid, that's true. You have been saying that. Also, they're playing 3 centre backs. Everton
in the midfield.
No, in the back line, because Ben Godfrey is a centre back, but he's playing left back. I think
all their players are injured. Yes.
Yeah, to cover for Digne.
Yes.
Also, I want to say that Everton's been going through a bit of a crisis themselves with injuries.
Yes.
And they've been pulling the results as well. Have to give credit.
I like this 4-2-3-1 formation that Everton play. I think it's a very good
Yeah.
formation for them.
I think it suits them very well as well, especially with the two holding midfielders with Tom Davies and Abdul Decore. Decore has been sensational.
He's been very
Underrated.
underappreciated. Yes.
Yeah, ever since he signed from Watford, he's been a boss. He's been bossing that midfield.
He did let that leaky little goal in the other day against someone. I can't remember when they drew 1-1. Right, I think it was 4 games ago, right? But he was very sloppy in the midfield. But other than that, he's been very, very good.
That's true. That's true.
All right, we'll move on to the next one.
I was going to say about Rob Holding. What do you think of Rob Holding being captain?
I think he's too slow, bro. Rob Holding, absolute shocking, bro. I think he's too slow. Yeah. I would have given it to Leno.
Leno. That's what I was thinking too. I was giving the arm.
I would have given it to Leno.
Yeah.
Other than that, David Luiz, I don't think anyone else deserves it.
100%.
No one else. And it kind of looks bad when, so it'd either be Holding, unfortunately, Luis, Leno, or Saka. I'd only give it to Saka because I don't think anyone else on that pitch deserves it.
That's true. I agree.
Right?
I agree with Saka, but he's too young.
But that's what I'm saying. It looks very bad on your club when you're giving the armband to a 19-year-old.
Yeah, I know.
A 19-year-old who only broke out last year.
I'd give it to Tini before I give it to Saka.
I wouldn't give it to Tini. I feel like the only reason he hasn't been getting abuse is because he's been still fighting a little bit. Yes,
yeah.
He hasn't been showing up in some games, which is real.
Look, his work rate, you cannot
deny his work rate, but at the same time, your work rate, just because it helps you doesn't mean you've been the best.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm happy. Arsenal copped another loss. They are now 4 points away from relegation.
Yeah, especially when Burnley won.
Burnley won with a game in hand. So Burnley are 1 point behind them.
Yeah.
Brighton are 2 points behind them.
Yeah. And I think Arsenal play Brighton next.
No, Arsenal play Chelsea next.
Oh, yes.
Arsenal play Chelsea next.
Yeah,
you see the way Chelsea are playing and Arsenal are playing, mate. You don't need to put two together.
I think it'll be a good game. Let's put it.
I think it'll be a good game, but we both know who will probably take it.
Yeah. Anyways, that will come with our predictions video.
All right, we'll move on to the next one, which is Newcastle United versus Fulham.
Yes, we'll start off with our predictions. You predicted a 2-0 Newcastle win. I predicted a 2-1 Fulham win. Neither of us got the points for that game.
You finished 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
And Anderson, 62nd red card. There were 3 or 4 red cards this match day.
Yes. I'm not quite sure how many.
3.
This match week. Yeah.
This match week, there were 3 red cards, bro. That's a big number for red cards wise.
If you remember the start of the season, there's a lot more yellow cards or red cards going around.
Yeah, but I thought this game was pretty even, to be honest.
It was very even.
I thought it was very even. Even stat-wise, bro, basically identical.
Yeah, literally. That's true.
Basically identical. And with that draw, it does drop, unfortunately, Fulham into the relegation.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not really much to say. Yeah.
Not really, apart from Newcastle got unlucky with an own goal in the first half.
Ritchie.
And then Callum Wilson scored a penalty. He's been in somewhat of good form. I think this was his 11th goal so far this season. Not much to say really. We can move on if you want.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, the next game is Brighton versus Sheffield United. This was somewhat of a relegation battler as well. I honestly thought Brighton was going to win.
I thought Brighton were going to win. And honestly, if you watch this game, I'd be so upset as a Brighton fan that we only took 1 point away from it.
We've been saying it this whole season. Brighton has been so unlucky, dude.
But it wasn't even that. It was more the way they played, right? Sheffield copped a red card in the 40th minute. Right?
With John
in the
Lundstrom.
40th minute, and it was like they sat back and just parked the bus, right? This is a good result for Sheffield. They got a point. Now they're up to 2 points.
Yeah.
But again, I've been saying that I don't think the Sheffield coach will last until the new year.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And Brighton just attacked.
Yeah.
And they got lucky for the 87th minute with a Welbeck goal.
Yeah.
You know?
Welbeck goal, yeah.
They were just a non-stop pressure. And I felt with maybe some more creative players, they could have gotten more goals.
Well, the thing is, again, we've been saying it for the whole season so far, that they need someone up front who's more clinical. They need a goal poacher, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you can't have 21 shots and only get 5 on target out of 21 shots. Out of 21 shots, I expect them to get at least half on target, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But 5 on target from 21 shots, it's very poor, especially when you dominate possession 74% to 26%.
Bro,
Brighton was
545 passes to 203.
Yeah,
Right.
and with a passing
14
rate,
corners. 14 corners.
Yeah.
Right.
Even with the corners, you should expect their biggest man, Lewis Dunk, to do something or aim for the big man. Again, they were just unlucky. I feel like they were very unlucky, and they've been unlucky so far this season. And if they continue to be this unlucky, they might even go down.
Who? Brighton? Yeah, they might. You never know. All right. We'll move on to our next one, which was a match day of the week.
Tottenham Hotspur versus Leicester City.
Leicester City. Tottenham showing why. Tottenham are Tottenham.
Again, their second loss in a row. First losing to Liverpool and now losing to Leicester City. Back to back losses. I wonder how Jose Mourinho is going to tackle this one, because they've got some tough fixtures coming up.
And I love the Premier League because 2 weeks ago Spurs were sitting first.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now they're sitting sixth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And now Leicester second.
Exactly. You want to say our predictions?
You predicted a 3-1 Leicester win.
Yes.
I was going, I was a bit hyped up on the Mourinho train, and I thought Tottenham was going to be too strong, especially playing at Tottenham Park.
The better team lost, bro.
The better team lost.
Better team lost.
The better team lost. Tottenham. I thought Tottenham was going to win. I said 2-1.
Bro, I will tell you, Serge Aurier, shocking game. Had a very, very shocker.
You know what? I thought he started off this season very, very well.
But even in the Liverpool game, he looked shaky.
No, he looked all right against Mane.
But they were hitting through. They were hitting through that area, right?
Yeah.
And it was a very stupid challenge to concede the penalty. They got lucky with the offside goal from James Maddison.
Was it own goal?
No. So James Maddison scored first originally,
but
they ruled it offside.
Yeah.
They ruled it offside, right?
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy just fucking he's showing him why he's one of the best. He didn't score, but he's a different class.
He scored the penalty.
Yes, he did score the penalty.
Yeah.
But bro, Leicester just see. I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about the term top 6 teams. You get what I mean?
Yep.
And I don't think Arsenal are in that category anymore. I think that Leicester have taken their spot.
Definitely, 100%.
Right?
I definitely.
I think when you say top 6 teams, you go United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, City,
Yeah.
and Leicester. You don't
Leicester.
say Arsenal anymore,
Yeah.
right? Because Leicester, surprisingly, they've been doing this for a couple of years now.
That's true.
Yeah, they haven't been winning any titles, but they've been one of those teams.
They won the Premier League 4 years ago. What are you talking about?
No, but recently.
Yeah.
Recently. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Recently, but when you go there or when they come to you, they're like, if you're not on your game, this team will punish you.
Definitely. And they came close last season for making top 4. They just bowled it in the end.
Yeah.
And they ended up finishing 5th, and United finished 3rd.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Oh, this one. Okay. The next game was Manchester United versus Leeds United. Mate, this game.
This game, I tell ya.
Well, I'll start with our predictions. I said it's going to be a high-scoring game, if you remember, and my prediction was a 4-3 Manchester United win. However, I didn't expect United to score most of the goals.
I didn't expect United to score 6.
Yeah.
At home, bro. At home.
Well done for your second win at home. You said a 2-1 win for United.
Dude.
So half a point for both of us.
All right, let's talk about this. Oh,
I'll let you go. Go for it, mate.
We played a 4-2-3-1, right?
Yeah.
We started McTominay and Fred. We benched, and I also want to say this from the start. We benched Pogba, and Ole didn't bring him on. And I thought that was a big, big statement from Ole secretly. You get what I mean? Like, I'm going to bench Pogba and I'm not going to bring him on. I'm going to show him that even though we're winning, we're fucking dominating. If you don't like pick up, if you don't shape up, get in line, then you just keep sitting on the bench. You just keep sitting on the bench. You know what I mean? Even though he's been on form, always like, mate, I make the decisions, fuck Mina Raiola. Right? McTominay setting a new record for the quickest brace in the Premier League.
Tammy Abraham broke that record just against West Ham.
Against West Ham? No, he didn't.
Yeah, he came on and scored 2 in like 2 minutes against West Ham.
Yeah, but this is at the start of the game.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, fine.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
But you were just saying about the Brighton. If you have 21 shots, you want to have half of them on target, right?
Yes.
We had 26 shots, 14 on target.
There you go.
Before I keep talking, I want to give props more to Leeds. If you're 4-0 down, you're usually dropping your head.
Literally, I was going to say that.
Right? But surprisingly, Leeds were 4-0 down and they were still fighting. They were still... Like, I was still nervous.
Yeah, they were coming at you. They were coming at us.
They
looked like they were going to score.
The 2 goals they did score were very good goals, right?
Yeah.
And this game proved to anyone, and I already knew it, but this is why David De Gea should be starting over Dean Henderson.
I agree.
This game showed why David De Gea has the bigger experience, the better mind state, the better game knowledge to be starting over Dean Henderson.
Yeah. And I'll first to put my hand up, I was a big Dean Henderson fan. And I even told you that that Man United should be starting Dean Henderson over De Gea because of his poor performances at the start of the season. So I'll put my hand up and say I was wrong. Yeah, Dean Henderson has started for Man United recently, and he's looked shocking, to be honest. He hasn't looked anywhere near De Gea's quality.
Yes. Luke Shaw injured again.
Yeah, dude, Luke Shaw was very poor in this game. He stuffed up a lot.
Luke Shaw injured again, and in my opinion, I would have started Tellis over him. I'd start Tellis over him any day.
I would have.
I feel Tellis knows where left back is, but he also has that attacking option, which is really good.
Yeah. Cavani came on too.
Cavani, Van de Beek. I will say that I don't know if we're going to do a Team of the Year video.
Yeah.
But I will say that Bruno Fernandes,
Has to be there.
I'll be as biased as I will, has to be one of the players of the year.
Well, we'll see when the end of the year comes. But so far, I'll put him on.
I think there's in teams when a certain player comes. I think it happened with Van Dijk that when someone comes, they start something with the team that they can become title ready.
Yeah,
right. You get what I mean? That they start something, they light a spark and whatnot. Mm-hmm. It happened with Van Dijk. Torres did it. Suarez did it. Who else did it with who? What other teams?
Drogba
did it with who? Drogba. You get what I mean? Pep did it with City, right? And I think Bruno has done it with United, right? People are saying we're all title contenders.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I mean,
I told you last week that I want certain positions set before we go for the titles, and I've had more thought to that, right? I want a player like Zagadou. Zagadou,
I've been looking at Zagadou recently. I think he's injured or he's very injury prone.
Either Zagadou or the PSG centre back.
It was like Kimpembe.
I like Kimpembe. I like Kimpembe. Or I know he's not a centre back, but I want us to go after De Jong from Barcelona.
Oh, I don't think Barca will sell.
I don't think Barca will sell. He's a very young, proper centre-back, centre-mid, like defensive midfielder.
Yes.
Very defensive midfielder. If we would go after De Jong, we'd have to start Van de Beek because they both used to play with each other at Ajax. True. They're both Dutch. They would just gel like it was nothing. You get what I mean?
100%.
I'd go for a Harry Kane, maybe even Jamie Vardy. Go for Jamie Vardy. Poacher, score. He guarantees you 20 goals a game, right? I'd also go for Grealish. Got to go after Grealish.
Yeah.
Go after Grealish. They set 100 mil. I'd take it. I'd give him the money, to be honest.
I think it's better than Sancho, to be honest, because Sancho now has been underperforming at
I believe he's better than Sancho, and I feel that if you put him into that United squad, so if you put him into that lineup, you take out Dan James, you put in Grealish, I think he would absolutely shine. I think he'd absolutely shine with the creative options he has, the plays he has. He's not having to do everything at Villa, right? And then apparently we're title contenders now. 2 points.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Now with that win against Leeds, that puts you on 26 points. 26
points with the game in hand.
Is us
to 29, which means we're 2 points behind
Liverpool. Yes. So I'm going to ask you the big question.
Yes.
Do you reckon that United now are title contenders?
No, hell no. No way. No. One big win over Leeds and everyone's like, title contenders.
Yeah.
If we beat Leicester, so we play Leicester this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Which will be a very big game, right?
It'll be huge.
It'll be a very big game. If we beat Leicester and we do it somewhat convincingly, not, cool, scrape the 2-1 win. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have hope. I'll believe that, you know what? Maybe. There'll be a big maybe. But at the moment...
I think whoever wins this game is going to scrape through. It's not going to be, 3-0 thrashing or whatnot.
Exactly.
I think whoever wins...
You never know, bro. You never know. Leicester could not show up and then United could just absolutely just 2 in 2 minutes.
That's true,
bro.
but
Bang,
I feel
bang.
Leicester's way too organised for that. This year, Brendan Rodgers has got this team playing very, very organised football.
Yeah, but see, they did that last season. They did that last season. They started strong, but then they finished weak.
Yeah, but
Right.
I feel now this season they might have learned from their mistakes from last season. So this season,
I don't think so. It's Leicester, bro. I think they're
it's Leicester, bro.
But to answer your question, no, I do not think so. I don't think so.
Fair enough. Very, very reasonable answer.
And if you think about it, at the very start of the season, when Leeds were pumping in goals, I said that I feel Leeds will pump us.
Yes, you did.
Because we were very terrible. We were doing very bad and whatnot.
Yeah, Maguire was leaking in goals.
And to be honest, Maguire has picked up his form dramatically.
He has.
Like, even, and I hate to say it, even Lindelof, man.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Yeah,
But
so...
your lights just went off. Your light switch.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I just tabbed into something else.
Yeah, I was going to say, even though your defenders have been in good form, but I still feel you need one more.
100%. We need a proper left-footed centre-back to push Maguire into the right centre-back, and then I think we'll start seeing the best of him. I think we'll see, because he was dominant at Leicester, but he was playing on the right.
That's true. With Evans, I think it was.
Yes, Johnny Evans.
Evans on the left. Also, I want to say a good centre back for anyone of the top 6, I think, will be Southampton's Vestergaard.
Vestergaard, yes, and he'd be cheap, 25 million.
I reckon. You can offer 20 million to take him. I think he'll be very good.
Offer 30, bro. And Nathan Ake cost
40.
City just 41, bro. Right, bro. But Bournemouth were like, oh, yeah, you want Nathan Ake? 19 mil. We'll give you 41, bro.
Yeah.
Burnley were like, bro, Bournemouth were like,
okay.
Sure, why not? Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Okay. I like Arab money. Arab money is good. Oil money is nice. I like that.
Very nice.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we'll move on to the next one, which is West Brom versus Aston Villa. West Brom getting a red card in the 37th minute.
Yes, West Brom didn't show up at all for this game.
West Brom.
I was going to say former Liverpool player Jake Livermore getting a red card in the 36th minute, as you just said. Anwar El Ghazi scoring a brace.
West Brom had one shot on target and one shot on target and one shot.
Dude, they had no shots. What are you talking about?
No. They had one shot and one on target, and that's it.
I want to say, what's up with Grealish not taking penalties? I have him on my FPL team. Take the bloody penalties, man. What's wrong with you?
I said this last week. I like Grealish more in the middle.
Yeah, he did.
I really like this lineup they play 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
and I will also say this is Martinez's 7th clean sheet.
Yeah, well,
7th is clean sheet. He
didn't do much. He didn't do much in this game.
One shot on target, bro. What do you mean he didn't do much, bro? If you conceded to the only shot they had, I'd be so upset as a goalkeeper.
Dude, he should have just sat down the whole game and just,
But see, do you know what this shows? This shows that Arsenal should have kept him. And if you watched the Man City game this morning against Arsenal in the EFL Cup, it was a shocking goalkeeper.
I have to say, I've been noticing this because I became a big fan of Martinez when Leonard got injured last season.
I feel like a lot of people did, to be honest.
And if you remember last season, I was telling you how I think this Martinez guy is actually better than Leno. And
I thought so. I agree.
And I reckon they sold the wrong goalkeeper because if you notice the two, Leno doesn't command his area properly.
He doesn't. I feel like he's too scared to come out.
Yes, but Martinez is more braver. He comes out and he collects that ball. You know, he's the big man in the penalty
fights for your
area.
club. He plays for the badge.
He plays with all heart.
I feel like he's very passionate as well.
Very passionate, yeah.
Especially when he used to play for Arsenal, because he had been there for 10 years and whatnot. He finally got his call up.
And he's still passionate. He's still passionate playing for Aston Villa too.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like even when he concedes a goal, you should see the frustration in his face. You can tell that he's really genuinely upset about it.
Oh, do you want to say our predictions also?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Our prediction for that game, you said a 1-1 draw. How wrong you were. I said a 3-1 win. I was so close to get the full point, but I will settle for half a point. I don't mind. I said 3-1 for that game.
But to be honest, what's this?
Don't worry about your phone.
Carlo Ancelotti has opened up on Manchester United approaching him in 2013 and why he turned them down. Fuck off.
Why did he turn them down? I wonder why.
I don't care. I don't care. Fuck Ancelotti. Shit, We're going to pump him this morning. We're going to pump him. Beat him up.
There's not much to say about this game. As West Brom just didn't show up at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, Big Sam's first game, man.
Yeah, I think Big Sam is going to be his first time getting relegated, to be honest. I don't think he's going to be good enough to keep West Brom up.
You never know.
Yeah,
Brighton
of course,
could drop down.
You never know. Of course, you never know. But there is 3 spots in that relegation area.
Bro, Arsenal could drop.
Arsenal could drop. And I feel like any team who face Arsenal could potentially see 3 points against them.
Yeah, but see, that's what's crazy. That's how bad Arsenal have become.
Yeah,
where even the lower relegation teams are like, bro, we could win 3 points,
especially after seeing Burnley get 3 points at the Emirates.
Exactly.
Anyways, with that win, it drives Aston Villa up to 9th. Dude, they've been playing comparing to last season. They've even got a game in hand, dude. They've secured their position. They're in mid-table now. With they get 2 games in hand. Sorry, they have 2 games in hand. If they win both games, it will take them to 28 points, and it will put them in 2nd or 3rd position if they win both.
But see, they won't win 1 game in hand because that game in hand is against us.
Well, that would be a good game.
The way they've been playing against top 6 teams is kind of scary.
Yeah, man. After thrashing Liverpool 7-2, god damn.
And then beating Arsenal 3-0 in the way they did it.
Well, like you said, Arsenal was no longer a top 6 club. So
yeah, but see, when they played Arsenal, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the next one. Burnley, which was a very big upset. Burnley versus Wolves.
I was very shocked and surprised because we said that Wolves will keep a clean sheet. You said that Wolves are going to win 2-0. I said Wolves will win 3-0. And surprise, Burnley won. Burnley actually beat them 2-1.
And Burnley only had 4 shots on target and they put 2 away, right?
Yeah.
So they were very clinical. By the time Wolves got their own penalty goal, I think it was far too late. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I think Wolves are just missing Jimenez.
Oh, 100%.
They haven't been in the best of form of late. I think they got lucky against, who was it? Was it Chelsea last week?
Was it Chelsea last week?
Last game week, I think it was Chelsea. And
yes,
they beat Chelsea. And they were very lucky because Chelsea was dominating the whole game. Yeah. Well, yeah, good 3 points for Burnley. That drives them up the table as well to 16th.
Out of relegation.
Out of relegation with a game in hand, 1 point behind Arsenal. So Arsenal fans, I'm very sorry. Arsenal was one of those teams back in the days when Liverpool was doing shit. For me, Arsenal was my envy. I used to envy Arsenal. I used to look at that lineup with Thierry Henry, Patrick.
Look at them now, mate. Look at them now.
Gilberto. They had...
And it's funny to me. And what makes me laugh is that I would only take Aubameyang out of their squad.
I would take no one. I don't want anyone.
Just because we need a striker,
yeah,
I'd take Aubameyang. That's it. That's all I take. I wouldn't take anyone.
I was thinking, who would I take? Who would I... You know what? I will take... what's his name? Gabriel.
I'll take Martinelli.
I'll take Gabriel. Because we need a defender. We're playing the kids.
I'd take Ozil, even though he's shit.
Oh,
he doesn't.
God. Oh, God.
I'd take
Are
Ozil.
you going to pay him $350 a week, are you?
Bro, we pay Pogba fucking... Bro, we don't give a shit who we pay, bro. But yeah. All right, we'll move on to the last game of match day 14.
Which was Chelsea versus West Ham United. I was a bit disappointed with this game, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a good battle.
Because, yeah, West Ham had been playing very good football lately.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be a huge battle, especially with Chelsea losing twice on the bounce. Anyways, you predicted a 2-1 West Ham win, and my prediction was a 2-1 Chelsea win.
Chelsea won that 3-0.
Yes, Chelsea. Again, Timo Werner missing
Bro.
sinners.
Bro.
It's become a laughing stock. Look, the first time he did it, I was like, you know what? He needs time to adapt to the Premier League, and we understand that he gets a bit nervous sort of in front of goal because it's the Premier League and different country, different language, blah, blah, blah. There's no more excuses. There's no more excuses when you've done this for the 6th time now, missing from 5 yards out. I just can't explain it.
I will say, West Ham had no shots on target. No shots on target.
How did they get their goal?
They didn't.
What? Oh, 3-0.
It ended 3-0.
Yeah, sorry. I thought that was 2-1. That was my prediction, 2-1. Sorry. Tammy Abraham scoring 2. Yep, a brace in the second half.
Yes.
Within 2 minutes. So that's why I thought this was the quickest brace in the Premier League.
I have no idea. Ben Chilwell off injured.
Yes. Also, Reece James is injured with a big injury, which...
Yeah, I heard he might need surgery for that one.
Yeah, I've got him in my FPL team as well, which is quite a shame. He needs to be replaced.
Kai Havertz was dropped.
Yep. And so he should. Jorginho came in instead of him, and I think he done well. Yeah. Considering West Ham just didn't show up at all for this game. Sebastian Haller has been atrocious. Thomas Susek, who's been really good at getting the goals for him. Same with Fornells that didn't show up. Declan Rice had a very, very poor game in the middle of the park. He got beaten by Mount and Kante, and Abraham secured the 3 points for him late on. And that puts Chelsea now into 5th position, 1 point behind Everton. When Chelsea at one stage were flying high at 2nd.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that concludes our match day 14 recap. I'm just going to show you our table. 1 second. Let me get it up. There it is. Okay. So after 14 game weeks, you were beating me at one stage by a full 3 points.
3 points, yeah, man.
This is what it is now. Boom. I've caught up, baby. I've caught up.
See, I keep making stupid predictions, man.
But you get lucky here and there with predicting Everton and Arsenal, which is pretty good.
But bro, that's not lucky. That's just common sense, mate. We're talking lucky, bro.
What do you mean? I thought they were going to get thrashed, man. I thought Everton was just going to pump them 3-0. I was hoping for a Calvert-Lewin hat-trick, and it didn't happen.
I'm just gonna buy us a trophy, and whoever wins just gets a trophy.
Done. All right, done. And I'll come to
win.
Parade around.
Yeah, just keep it. Every season we'll have it in the background of our videos.
Yeah, true. That's a good idea, actually. I like.
We'll have it in the background just to show who's the champion at the moment.
All right, then. I think let's call it to an end.
Yes.
That concludes our recap of match day 14. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It will really, really help us out. And goodbye for now.
Bye.